said he could see at school, but he was gone.
Why didn't you call the police?
I knew where he was. But there was no one there. He does all this charming stuff, you know. But he's not right in the head. I mean, you think he is, but he isn't. I didn't want to see him again, but he kept coming round, always coming round. Ask anyone.
Why would he want to harm me, Mrs. Carey?
I don't know. Because he's a smackhead, a nuthead. Look, what are you asking me this for? I want him arrested. I want him to suffer like I'm suffering. I want him dead. I want him dead!
Connor, we're going to give you another chance to get a solicitor. We'd like to ask you some questions about Lee. I'm afraid he's dead.
Ah, well. That's okay then. Fine.
Makes sense.
Hi. Callie, your brother Ian called and Sue.
No, but not Carmen.
Me and Joe are off to get some background on the kid. Okay, boss?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The media are swarming around downstairs.
Oh, well, that's something at least.
What?
Well, this is all your fault. If you'd have allowed us to carry out this investigation instead of wasting our time on that precious little sauna, everything would have been different. That boy would still be alive.
We don't know that. We don't know anything because you're too busy moaning at me to do your job. Now, if there's half a chance that this is murder, I want to know about it today. So just get on with it.
I want to sit in on this one.
Well, maybe we should just see what he's got to say first.
What, you mean you don't want me to sit in on it?
No, Howard, we don't. You go flying off with this guy like you always do, they're going to fry us for intimidation when it gets to court. So why don't you just sit up here and cool off?
Jesus Christ, Callaghan.
You'll get over it. Or maybe that's just my touching faith in human nature.
What's the matter with you? Oh, look, what is it with you and Carmen anyway, huh? Have you got a thing for her or something?
No, I do not have a thing for Carmen.
Hey, look, she's just another junkie, okay? Who skipped bail. You gave her a chance, she didn't want it. I'm sorry, but just don't crucify me over it, okay?
You know, it rips me up inside the Pauli that there's a girl like Carmen. She can't stay off drugs. She's going to end up in Walton, or heart buried on some patch of waste ground like her friend Katina Mackey. It rips me up that there's a 12-year-old kid in the morgue. Some junkie down in the cells smashing up tables because maybe he's done something so terrible that he just can't face it. I can't stand it. Some days I want to throw myself down these fucking stairs. It rips me up. You understand that? It rips me up. You and me, we got nothing in common. Connor, I want you to tell us about Lee. Lee Carey.
Lee Carey. The week he was born, his mother went on holiday with this bloke she met at the hospital. She left the baby with a friend because there wasn't a dad. He didn't have a name yet. Lee Carey.
He kept finding it on the floor, you know, his mother always on the floor. He used to try and wake her up. He could never understand why she was always asleep. Why she was always sick. He wanted to be a doctor so he could make her better. He did the shopping, and the cleaning, and the washing up. He wanted to go to Africa, and the moon. And he had a parrot called Lucky. 10th of May, 1987. 18th of June, 1999. I'll never forget you, Lee Carey. Pax Vobiscum.
He said he was at your flat last night. You've got to be honest about what happened. You've got to tell us how it was.
But does it matter how it was, eh? He's dead.
He was 12 years old. We found him lying face down in a patch of grass. He was sleeping in your flat and now he's dead. It matters to us. Tell us what happened.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember.
How convenient.
There's nothing convenient about being me. I don't remember how it was. Lee was always around my flat.
Why would a 12-year-old boy hang around with a heroin addict like you? A man so stimulating, he can't remember what he was doing from one day to the next.
That's unfair.
You're a dealer. What did he do? Run errands for you or what,
No.
Take drugs around the place to people?
No. His mum's doing this black guy, right? And she doesn't like the kid being around, you know, when it's all going down, jiggity, jiggity. Because the guy's black. So she gives him some money and tells him to go away for a few hours. Only it's not safe that I stay, so I always tell him to come over to mine. And he'd come over to mine and we talk. I watch videos or whatever, although recently I've had technical problems with my video, but he comes over and he tells me what he wants to do with his life. And I tell him to get out. Get out the Grove Park Estate, kid. And keep going. And you know he would have. He would have.
Is that what happened last night?
I don't remember.
Lee had some methadone on him. Do you know where he got that from?
No.
Did you give him that methadone, Connor?
No.
Do you have any methadone?
No.
Guess what?
Connor? I'm going to ask you about the methadone again.
I thought we'd been through this.
I'm asking you again.
It's just that I'm getting a bit of deja vu here, you know.
Did you give it to Lee?
Groundhog Day kind of thing.
The bottle of methadone had fingerprints on it. Lee's. And yours.
No.
Did you deliberately give Lee Carey that methadone? Did you give a 12-year-old boy a lethal dose of heroin substitute knowing it would kill him? Connor Tierney, I am warning you. If you fail or refuse to answer these questions, a court may draw their own inference.
Blah, blah, blah.
You've got to help yourself here, Connor.
I don't want to help myself. Jesus Christ, would someone who wants to help himself be here talking to you about this? Oh my God, it was me.
What was?
I keep mine hidden. I swear. Well hidden. But a place like where I live, I mean, you've been there, haven't you? I mean, you know, you can't hide stuff. If someone wants to find it, I mean, if someone wants to try something out, if someone is just curious. Oh, I tell you, sinister stuff, methadone. Evil. Now a syringe, that's nasty. No one wants to stick one of them in your arms. Methadone, it's just green medicine. Just swallow it down and you feel just fine. I've told him how many times, don't touch this thing, Lee. Don't let it in. This is my life. for me. Do what I say, lad. Not what I do. I never lied to him. But fathers, you just want to be like your dad, don't you? You want to do what he does. So he love you. You just want to be loved. Everyone just wants to be loved.
Kearney says it was an accident. The boy got hold of the methadone, tried it out. End of story.
Do we believe him?
Proving anything else is going to be tough.
What about the mother?
The mother's got no record, not known to social services. The neighbours say she keeps herself to herself. They knew Tierney, he came round a lot. They rowed a lot.
Yeah, Lee was a model pupil, well turned out, good attendance record. His teacher was crying her eyes. I couldn't believe he'd be involved in drugs.
Right. Take a break. Get some food, come back. Fresh. Get a Tierney about the uncut smack he was selling.
What, is this overtime?
Anyone wants a drink, I'm buying.
Sure. Thanks, but I've got some shit to do.
Oh, yeah? What kind of shit?
What?
Well, it's a simple question. Why won't you come for a drink with me? You've always got something to do these days. You pissed off with me or something?
No.
You've got a man on the go, then.
For God's sake, Frank, not everyone wants to drink themselves to death in the break time, you know. See you later.
Give me a call. I'll catch up with you.
I'm going looking for Carmen.
No.
Oh, thanks, Pauli.
Listen, Frank, I don't mean to rush you, but Julie Callaghan's just arrived and she's going to be out in a minute. And I know you've got something on your mind.
You do? I understand you went to see my daughter, Georgie. At the height of my latest difficulties vis-à-vis authority.
Did Callie tell you that?
Yep. Firstly, thanks for,
Hey, don't worry about it. Secondly?
I was just wondering how she was.
You want to get back in touch again?
Maybe.
Look, Frank, you walked out on her life. That was your choice. You had your reasons. And she's old enough to understand that now, maybe. But she's a big girl now. And very beautiful. But underneath it all, she's just a kid crying out for her dad. You want to do something about it after all this time, that's a big move. You've got some grovelling to do. The worst thing you can do is buy her a bunch of flowers and disappear for another 10 years. Got it?
She is beautiful, isn't she?